The date, the 1st of December, 1822. On this day, Pedro I was crowned the first emperor of Brazil. Pedro I was the fourth child of King Dom João VI of Portugal and was born on the 12th of October, 1798. He was forced to flee Portugal, along with much of the House of Braganza, when Napoleon invaded in October 1807. King Dom João VI took his family to Portugal's wealthiest colony, Brazil. Although Napoleon was eventually defeated decisively and the threat of further invasions was quelled by the end of 1815, as with other countries that had been drawn into the protracted Napoleonic wars, Portugal remained unstable after peace returned to Europe. British soldiers remained in Portugal, with a British military authority representing João VI, overseen by William Carr Beresford. After growing anti-British sentiment in Portugal, Beresford sailed to Brazil to ask João VI for more resources in 1820. In his absence, a military insurrection broke out in Porto, in northern Portugal, which led to the Liberal Revolution of 1820. The revolutionaries wanted the Portuguese monarchy to return to Lisbon, and wanted to replace absolutism with constitutional monarchy. On the 26th of February, 1821, Portuguese troops stationed in Rio de Janeiro mutinied. Prince Pedro, João VI heir apparent, was well known to be a believer in liberal reform. On the 21st of April, João VI and much of his family sailed back to Portugal, leaving Pedro as regent. In the following months, Pedro managed to suppress a mutiny from Brazil's Lieutenant General, and won the support of many of Brazil's influential citizens. Faced with growing discontent with Portuguese rule, who refused to allow Brazil the power of self-governance, Pedro broke away from Brazil and was acclaimed Emperor Dom Pedro I on his 24th birthday, the 12th of October, 1822. He was crowned on the 1st of December. His rule was turbulent. He abdicated the Portuguese crown upon his father's death in favour of his eldest daughter in 1826. She was intended to marry Pedro's brother, Miguel, who threw out Pedro's constitutional reforms in favour of return to absolute monarchy. Facing various uprisings and state problems, Pedro was consumed with maintaining order, but also concerned himself greatly with the affairs of both Portugal and his daughter, Maria II. On the 7th of April, 1831, Pedro I abdicated as Emperor of Brazil in favour of his son, Dom Pedro II, and sailed for Europe. He invaded Portugal at the head of a small army in early July 1832 and defeated his brother, banishing him to lifelong exile and restoring constitutional monarchy. Pedro died from tuberculosis on the 24th of September 1834. Everything becomes history. Until next time, goodbye.